All right. Well, let me introduce you first, Heidi, so I can let everybody know what we're doing here, or what we think we're doing here anyway. Kind of getting back acclimated back to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a young lady on the other line tonight. It's going to talk about something a little away from racing, but it's still involving racing. She comes from a strong racing family. Her dad races, her sister races, her mom keeps the race team together. I've known her since she was just a little girl. I mean, she's growing up. She's going to be a senior at Maplewood High School. She's got this charity driver's water toss that she wants to do at the first night of the Apple Fest at Sharon. And I'm going to let her explain to you what this water toss. Now, I think a water toss means you just toss the balloon, not throw it full board, splash the guy. But, that could change. But all this money is going to benefit the Cassidy Hope Foundation, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Heidi?
That is correct.
All right. Now, let us tell everybody out there, this is your senior project for this year.
Yes. Well, actually, for the last 3 years, all through my high school career, I have put on a charity basketball game at my local high school. And for my senior year, I decided that I want to raise $5,000. Kind of go out with a bang, like everyone says. So what else? I decided that I work at Sharon Speedway. I grew up there all my life. I've ran around there. I decided to ask Dave if he would let me do this, and he said, go ahead for it. So I asked drivers to participate, and they're going to stand in a crow's nest that we have in the pits, and everyone is going to sign up for the driver. So you walk up, okay, I want 5 water balloons for, say, my sister, Amanda Stiffler. Then when Amanda Stiffler gets up there and stands in the crow's nest, everyone who bought balloons for her is just going to chuck them at her at once. So there's no way she can dodge it, and it's going to be fun.
Oh, okay. So they're going to get to really chuck them. It's not a toss. They're going to just throw them winging at her.
Yeah, you got to make it fun. We do have some drivers that are going to dress up like in Batman suits or Superman trunks and make it fun.
Well, that answers the question I was about to ask. Are they going to be wearing their fire suits? So I guess not if they're actually going to get wet, huh?
Yeah, probably not. At least I hope they don't.
How many drivers do you have signed up right now?
As of right now, we have 17.
Wow. Plus you got the flagman, plus the promoter.
The announcer?
And that
Exactly.
the announcer's not getting it. If I wasn't
You'd be right.
handicapped.
You'd be right in there, wouldn't you?
I'm always handicapped, but, it's a little different. No, I wouldn't mind getting involved in that either, but I will probably make a donation. But now, how do we got to go about now? You get the race fans involved. We got to pop this on that Friday night, and so we can get the fans involved to hang out after the races.
Yeah, well, we're going to be selling water balloons right under during the races, and I really hope that everyone stays afterwards and helps. So throwing it, this is something I'm really passionate about.
I'm sure they will, because we're already setting everything up for campers to come in on Wednesday. So, last year I think we counted up close to 75 campers last year. So I think that amount's going to go up a little bit. Plus all the different divisions we got. And there's going to be some onlookers. So what kind of pricing did you get for these balloons? How did you come up with the pricing?
Well, I want to try and keep it in 5 as best as possible. So it's going to be 5 balloons for $5. Then just for the regular drivers. As we go to our flagman, we're going to go 5 balloons for 10, and then our promoter, we're going to go 5 balloons for 20. I know there's a lot of drivers out there that are already pretty excited about the promoter being up in the crow's nest.
I kind of figured that. I did. I kind of figured that. And you come up with this idea all on your own? To do it there, or did you have any help?
No, my mom's a really big factor in helping me do all this. It's a lot of work for just a regular high school kid, and she actually came across it somewhere and decided to show me, and then we just kind of ran with it. Okay.
And we're doing this after the races are over, correct?
Yes, on Friday night.
On Friday night, on the first night. Okay. Now, it says here that you're going to give out some prizes to at least the top 3 drivers that bring in the most money from fan participation.
Yes. As of right now, we have some certificates. We have some certificates coming in from performance racing and Weir's parts.
Okay.
And we are probably going to get like a nice raffle basket from O'Reilly's, and if we don't get any other places on board so far.
Okay. Well, and again, talk a little bit about the Cassidy Hope Foundation. That's got something to do with the cancer in Akron Children's Hospital.
Yes, this is one of the big charity groups that goes towards our local Akron Children's Hospital, which is something I really wanted to do because a lot of people, oh yeah, I'll donate money, but you don't know what it really does. So this helps our local Akron Children's Hospital, and it's something that my family has worked with for probably a solid 5 years now.
Yeah, if I remember right, Amanda did have something to do with that at one time also when she was driving. So, and I think you guys know the family from Cassidy, right?
Yeah, we are really good friends with the mother, or Cassidy's mother. Unfortunately, she passed away when she was young, which inspired her mother, Pam, to start the charity. And a lot of Cassidy's family members are involved and help run it.
Well, I think this is kind of cool. Go ahead, Tom.
Heidi, I have a question for you. Are the balloons already going to be filled as you're handing them out?
I was going to ask that question, yes.
Who's filling the balloons?
My parents are, my dad, my mom, and my sister.
Okay.
Now, are you going to sell them loaded? That's what your question is?
Well, actually, I was wondering if somebody might slip a foreign object in there.
No, I was thinking if you sell
them...
Oh,
no. We can't do that.
See, that's where our minds go. If you sell them pre-sale, right? That's what you're going to do?
Right.
So they're going to walk around with...
Yeah, they're going to be pre-sale.
Water balloons all night?
Yeah, so there isn't colored water and stuff in there, you know.
Well, we're going to give you... when you come out and buy them, we're going to give you a certain amount of tickets for however many you buy, and then you will give them to the ticket collector at the end of the night and get your balloons.
I was envisioning a couple hundred live water balloons on the grandstand at any particular time.
Well, now here's another thing, and having some experience with water balloons, you got to make sure they're pretty full. That way they'll bust. You know, if you don't get them real full, then they just kind of bounce off, and you want them to burst when you hit the victim.
Well, here's the thing. Now, did you hear where she said this was being done? Down in the pits. That you were in the pits. You've seen the crow's nest where the guy that calls out the cars.
Right.
That's where they're going to be standing. So they're going to be throwing them up at them. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay, so that's a long way to travel, and they're going to be up there trying to dodge it. So who's ever up there? I don't know. I haven't been up in that crow's nest. I think I'd be
so
able to
if you're on
shake
the other side of the crow's nest,
they're going to have you on one side, Daryl. They'll probably have it sectioned off.
I hope so, because I'm thinking friendly fire.
Well, we're actually hoping. We're hoping we get enough people to surround it completely and just
There you go.
Then they can't dodge them because they're coming from all angles.
Right.
Yeah. But if somebody misses, then it's going to go over the crow's nest and land on somebody on the other side.
Exactly.
Friendly fire.
Exactly.
Okay.
That sounds cool. That sounds like a riot. Oh, man, I can't wait. Especially if there's a little bit of party juice going on, too, at the same time.
Well, I was also wondering if somebody might slip a little Jack Daniels or something in one of them balloons.
Not if they're controlling it.
Hit me.
You can hear her. I can hear Heidi laughing in the background. She comes, like I said, right off the top. She comes from a racing family. She's been around the racing all her life. This young girl stays busy at the racetrack. Heidi, you actually work there. You sell fuel during the night. That's how you know all these different drivers, and we're able to make connection.
Yes.
Last year, I think you sold candy bars to go on a field trip or something most of the summer.
Yeah, I sold candy bars there the whole season and the earlier part of this season for my trip to Europe that happened in June.
See?
Nice.
Wow. And then she has a job there. She's part of the cleanup crew at Sharon Speedway. So for a high school girl, you don't hear that with high school kids very much anymore.
Oh, she cleans the track, the facility?
Helps clean the facility, yeah.
Okay.
Balloons.
Well, yeah, somebody has to clean up the balloons. Actually, I was going to comment, cleanest bathrooms I've ever been in at a racetrack. And I've been to lots of racetracks. And
Yeah. That was stressed to her from the very beginning. That's the most important thing. And being a girl, I'm sure she knew. And knowing her mom let her know that you had to have, clean bathrooms. I'm sure Cindy had something to do with that. But, well, I hope everything goes off. I'm sure it will. I'm sure there'll be a couple of bugs, but hopefully it's going to be a late night to start with, but I'm sure we'll have a blast. Go ahead, Julie.
Is it the day of that Friday of the race that people are going to be buying the tickets, or can they do that ahead of time?
You can do that day of, and we're going to try and set up to do it ahead of time if there's anyone. We do have a Facebook page called Drivers Charity Water Balloon Toss, where you can message me or my mother personally and order them that way as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
There you go.
Drivers,
see, we never thought of that.
Drivers Charity Balloon Toss.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here. I got it right here on my, see, I got one of them fancy dancy phones, so I can.
And Jim's
Drivers Charity Water Balloon Toss.
Yeah, you can show
Perfect.
her.
I like it.
Show her. Hold it up.
Yeah, if Jim can find it, it must be easy to find. He's not real big Facebook guy.
Yeah, not really.
He's advancing.
Yep. Well, Heidi, I hope everything goes off with a hitch. I'm sure with your planning and everything, I'm sure everything will take off and everything will come out just the way you want it to. Everybody will have a good time. And the big thing is walk away with some money for charity.
Thank you. I appreciate you putting me on this talk tonight so much. This is something I'm really excited for.
Young lady, I want to commend you for being, you're a senior this year. You're very, very active in the school. You play soccer, you play basketball, and she's a pretty good basketball player, by the way, from what I understand. She's constantly doing something and activities-wise, and I'm sure it keeps her out of trouble, and I wish there was more students like her. She's right after it. And with her help, she's had a couple of people actually help at the track, come down and work at the track. So, all right, Heidi, we'll get to see you on the 7th. If there's anything else you need, your mom knows how to get a hold of me, or you can just ask her how to get a hold of me, and we can go from there. But I wish you all the success in the world, young lady.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right,
Hope
Heidi.
to see everyone there on Friday night.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Heidi, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.